on an important cultural and social topic titled Exploring the Role of Kalutang in Promoting Gender Equality in Gasan Marinduque.
Today, we're going to explore the unique role of kalutang as a musical tradition, bringing men and women together in Gasan Marinduque. We'll look at how traditional music promotes inclusivity and equal opportunities in cultural heritage. But before we start into the subject, let us take a moment to introduce ourselves. My name is Arjun Maghubat.
And I'm Zyra Lagaro.
I am Rhea Macaloot.
Hi, my name is Pipan Edra.
I'm Luella Emilia. I'm Maya Casteloma.
I am Maya Madal Pineda.
I'm Wendy May Guevara.
I'm Lindsay Montayan. And I'm Marcel Lucero.
Third, we have studied the role of kalutang in Gasan Marinduque, and we are here to share our findings with you.
In Gasan Marinduque, the kalutang, a traditional Filipino percussion instrument, is more than just a music. It is a symbol of culture and change. While kalutang has been played mostly by men, efforts are now being made to include women in this tradition. By encouraging both men and women to perform, the community is not only preserving its heritage, but also promoting gender equality. This shift raises an important question. Why were men traditionally the ones playing the kalutang? Exploring history and cultural beliefs can help us understand how gender roles shape this practice and how change is now bringing more inclusivity.
To begin, let's look at the background information. This study entitled Exploring the Role of Kalutang in Promoting Gender Equality in Gasan Marinduque seeks to investigate the role of the kalutang, a traditional wooden percussion instrument made from simple wooden stick, in advancing gender equality within the community of Gasan. The kalutang, deeply embedded in the cultural heritage of Marinduque, has long been part of community rituals, festivals, and traditional music. It is not only a symbol of the local identity, but also serves as means of unifying the people and expressing their collective values. Despite its cultural significance, the potential of the kalutang to challenge gender norms and contribute to social change has not been fully explored. This study aims to understand how practice of playing the kalutang may be used to promote gender inclusivity, empower women and men equally, and break down the traditional barriers that reinforce gender-based discrimination. By examining how both men and women participate in kalutang performances, the research will explore how the instrument can be a tool for social change, fostering a deeper sense of equality within the community.
This study is deeply rooted in Sustainable Development Goals. SDG 5, Gender Equality, which calls for achieving gender equality and empowering all women and girls by focusing on the intersection of gender and culture. The study will highlight how traditional art forms like kalutang can create an inclusive space that empowers individuals regardless of their gender. This study will examine how this practice can actively challenge and reshape gender stereotypes, promoting the participation of all gender in community life.
SDG 4, Quality Education. The promotion of cultural practices such as the kalutang can be integrated into educational programs, fostering an appreciation for local tradition while also supporting gender equality in educational spaces. Through this, the study encourages lifelong learning and the promotion of gender-sensitive education.
SDG 16, Peace, Justice, and Strong Institution, the kalutang, as a form of social expression, can play significant role in fostering community, unity, and peace. This study will explore how collective participation in cultural activities can promote a sense of justice, social cohesion, and responsibility, contributing to the creation of stronger institutions that value the equal participation of members.
Reduce inequalities. By examining the kalutang's role in challenging gender-based barriers and promoting equal participation, the study will contribute the efforts aimed at reducing inequalities within Gasan. The research explored how these cultural practices can address disparities in both social and economic spheres, ensuring that women and men have equal opportunities.
SDG 11. Sustainable Cities and Communities. By integrating cultural heritage into modern community building efforts, this study also emphasizes the importance of preserving and promoting traditional practices that foster a sense of belonging and cultural sustainability. The Kalutang's role in building inclusive communities is in line with the goals of creating more sustainable, resilient, and inclusive communities.
Through this study, we aim to know the broader impact of cultural practices like kalutang in promoting gender equality and achieving a more inclusive and equitable society. The findings of this research will not only add to the knowledge of how traditional arts can promote gender equality, but also offer practical insights into how communities can use their cultural assets to achieve the SDGs.
Now, let's look at the main activities and highlight. In historical and cultural significance, kalutang has long been a symbol of Marinduque's rich musical tradition. Historically used in rituals, celebration, and commonwealth gatherings, it remains an integral part of town's identity. The kalutang made from bamboo not only represents the island's music, but also serves as a reminder of the cultural heritage that is passed down through generations.
Roles in traditional kalutang performance. In the past, musical performances, including kalutang, were predominantly led by and due to cultural norms. Women's roles often led to singing and dancing rather than instrument playing. However, with modern efforts to promote gender inclusivity, women are encouraged to take more active roles in playing kalutang, breaking from traditional gender roles.
Educational workshop for students to learn kalutang. One of the key initiatives to engage students in learning kalutang is through hands-on workshops. An example of this is the kalutang workshop provided students from Marinduque State University, MarSU, specifically from the College of Arts and Social Science. CAS, with the opportunity to learn the instrument firsthand from experienced performers, it was designed to offer students both the technical skill and cultural knowledge about kalutang heritage. The event encouraged participation from both boys and girls, ensuring that all students had an equal opportunity to engage with the music and the tradition.
Breaking stereotypes through traditional music. By promoting equal participation in kalutang, Gasan challenges the stereotype that certain traditions are exclusive to a particular gender. The event held on February 19, 2025 exemplified this as both men and women participated equally in learning and performing kalutang, breaking down long-held gender barriers.
Support from local government units, LGUs, cultural organizations have initiative programs that encourage gender-inclusive participation in kalutang, further promoting gender equality within the community. The support shown by the Marinduque National Museum, which not only provided the venue for the kalutang workshop, but also facilitated the demonstration and the education efforts for this culture. The museum has played a pivotal role in organizing workshops, demonstration, and other activities that showcase kalutang and its significance in promoting both cultural pride and gender equality in the community.
The efforts to encourage women participation in playing kalutang in Gasan Marinduque represent its importance in promoting gender equality. Although progress is still limited, this effort highlights the potential of kalutang as a tool for challenging traditional gender roles. By providing women with the opportunity to learn and perform with this traditional instrument, the community fosters a more inclusive cultural space where gender is not a barrier to participate. This inclusion helps shift perception, showing that women can equally contribute to preserving cultural heritage. Even if the impact isn't immediately widespread, these efforts set the foundation for future generations to embrace kalutang as a gender-neutral practice. By promoting women's involvement in cultural performances, Gasan is slowly moving toward greater gender equality, where both men and women can share equally in the cultural expression and identity of the community.
The study, exploring the role of Kalutang in promoting gender equality in Gasan Marinduque, aims to examine how Kalutang can contribute to advocating gender equality in the community. The outcomes of this study in terms of each SDG are as follows.
SDG 5, Gender Equality. Efforts to include women in Kalutang performance promote gender equality by challenging traditional gender roles and offering women a platform to showcase their talent in cultural spaces.
SDG 4, Quality Education. The study highlights the role of Kalutang in providing educational opportunities for both genders to learn and preserve cultural heritage, fostering equal participation and respect.
SDG 10, Reduce Inequality. Inclusion of women in Kalutang helps reduce gender inequality by ensuring equal opportunities in cultural practices, empowering women to take active roles in their communities.
SDG 16, Peace, Justice, and Strong Institution. Kalutang fosters social cohesion and justice by promoting an inclusive cultural environment, strengthening community bonds, and supporting peaceful, accountable societies.
SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, promoting gender equality in Kalutang, contribute to building resilient, inclusive communities in Gasan, serving cultural heritage and supporting long-term social sustainability. Future plans. To ensure that the Kalutang continues to serve as a platform for gender equality in Gasan Marinduque, we propose the following initiatives.
First, empowering women in Kalutang leadership. Giving support to female musicians in taking leadership roles in Kalutang. Look for mentorship programmers that will help young girls who want to study and lead Kalutang performances. It will inspire women to compose new Kalutang pieces that reflect themes of equality and social change.
Next is applying digital platforms and social media to promote Kalutang. Create documentaries, social media campaigns, and online workshops like Facebook or TikTok page where we can post video of Kalutang. Highlight the contribution made by both men and women to the development of Kalutang in Gasan. This can encourage local content creators to share Kalutang performance to a wider audience. Next is putting together cultural awareness initiatives. Develop yearly Kalutang celebration in which boys and girls can participate equally and study Kalutang together. Collaborate with educational institutions and community programs to incorporate Kalutang into music and culture instruction, particularly lectures that highlight the crucial role of women in improving Kalutang.
And last is increasing community participation. Work together with cultural organizations and local government units to support and advance gender-inclusive Kalutang projects. To guarantee that Kalutang endures a shared tradition, particularly among younger generations, community-based training programs for all genders should be established, open to both older and younger musicians.
Conclusion. The study, exploring the role of Kalutang in promoting gender equality in Gasan Marinduque, highlights the potential of Kalutang as a cultural practice that can promote gender equality. While progress is gradual, encouraging women to participate in Kalutang challenges traditional gender roles, offering them a platform for empowerment in a space traditionally dominated by men. This participation helps break down barriers and fosters greater inclusivity in cultural life. This study also underscored the importance of education in preserving cultural heritage while promoting gender equality, providing both men and women equal opportunities to learn and perform Kalutang contributes to a more inclusive environment. It aligns with SDG 5 by empowering women, supports SDG 2 equal access to cultural education, and promotes SDG 10 by ensuring both genders can equally contribute to cultural practices. Additionally, it strengthens SDG 16 by fostering social cohesion and SDG 11 by supporting community resilience through cultural preservation. In conclusion, this study demonstrates that Kalutang not only enriches Quezon's cultural heritage, but also contributes to creating a more inclusive and sustainable community where gender equality is actively pursued and preserved for future generations.
To further promote gender equality through Kalutang, it is essential for Quezon's community leaders and cultural organizations to provide equal opportunities for both men and women to engage in this tradition. Educational programs should be developed to teach younger generations, especially girls, about the cultural and gender-inclusive value of Kalutang. By actively promoting gender equality through Kalutang, Quezon can not only preserve its cultural heritage, but also foster a more equitable and inclusive community. The time to act is now, as the continued participants of both men and women in this tradition will lay the foundation for a more sustainable and just society for future generations.
Be part of this effort to explore and celebrate the role of tradition in building a more equal future. Thank you for your time and attention, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts and questions.
I'm Dayan Faye Macalood. I'm from Group 4 of BSSW1B, and my question is, how does participation in Kalutang music contribute to women's empowerment and social status within Marinduque communities?
Thank you so much, Ms. Dayan Faye, for your question. Well, in Quezon Marinduque, women's participation in Kalutang music is still limited compared to men. But now efforts are being made to expand their involvement. While women don't traditionally play Kalutang, but for sure, women's participation will offer them a chance to gain recognition and break gender stereotypes.
Over time, this can improve their social status and empower them within the community. The ongoing effort to involve more women in Kalutang music is a step towards greater gender equality and highlights the potential for women to contribute meaningfully to cultural traditions.
What are the potential benefits of using Kalutang as an educational tool in promoting gender equality among the younger generation in Quezon Marinduque?
Thank you, Tricia, for your question. For us, using Kalutang as an educational tool in Quezon Marinduque could be a powerful way to promote gender equality among younger generations by introducing both boys and girls to Kalutang music. It challenges traditional gender roles and shows that music and cultural tradition are forever one.
And also, as more girls become involved, they can serve as role models, encouraging others to break gender stereotypes, and this approach can help build a more inclusive community where equality is embraced from a young age.
Ms. Walvin Pilino from BSSW1B. And my question is, what materials are traditionally used to make a kalutang?
Thank you, Mr. Fidelina, for your question. For us, a kalutang is traditionally made from wood, often from local trees like bamboo or hardwood. The wooden sticks are carefully shaped and hollowed to create the unique sounds.
It's impressive how these simple, locally sourced materials come together to produce such a rich, resonant tone reflecting the craftsmanship and cultural significance of Quezon.
How does Kalutang has helped individuals to empower and promote the gender equality in the community of Quezon Marinduque?
Thank you so much, Ms. Isamin Minor, for raising your question.
Thank you. Kalutang has played a role in promoting gender equality in Quezon Marinduque by providing a platform for both boys and girls to showcase their musical talents, while traditionally dominated by men. Efforts to include more women in Kalutang performance are gradually empowering individuals by challenges gender norms. We acknowledge the need for participation not just in men but most importantly the participation of women, as their participation will gain recognition, will boost their confidence and social status.
This will help promote a more inclusive community where both genders can equally contribute to preserving and evolving their cultural heritage. We're excited to see how the future will bring even more women in the tradition, further strengthening gender equality in the community.
This concludes and covers our presentation.
Thank you.